Hey, what's up? It's Herb. We're out at Riverfront Golf Club and we're doing a 3-hole blitz. We're going to play 3 holes, trying to play them even par. Here we go. Okay, so the 7th hole sets up, it's pretty narrow. There's houses on the left, out of bounds on the right. So got to hit this toward the sand. And what I usually like to do is to hit it so that it ends up short of the sand. This time I kind of overdrew it a little bit, so didn't end up quite where we wanted to. We actually ended up in the sand. And you can see that's a pretty deep bunker for most normal everyday courses here. I've got 100 yards. I've got a sand wedge, and I'm just trying to hit it. The flag is just about right in front of me where that bush is on the left side of that building there. So I hit it right over the flag. Unfortunately, it's right over the flag, which is at the back of the green. So the ball actually bounced on the green and bounced over the green. So got a delicate shot here. And this is delicate because this green slopes all the way down to the front. So if I hit this too hard, the ball's gonna roll all the way down to the front. And with that in mind, I hit it just a little softly. If I had gotten it to go 6 inches more, it would have rolled around and come down to the hole and I would have had an easy putt for a birdie. So now I've got a putt for par, and this is a breaker from screen left to screen right, pretty intense. It's not really makeable, but we're gonna give it the old college try here to try to get the par. So we can't afford any bogeys and we miss it. And this comebacker here, it's not a comebacker, but this cleanup putt isn't that easy, because if I miss this, again, it's going all the way down to the front of the green. So got to be precise. All right, so we got a bogey here. Not a great start, but we've got a par 5 coming up here. Need a great tee shot. Again, out of bounds to the right, houses to the left. It's got to be a very good shot. I'm aiming at that bush right in the middle, hoping to fade it a little bit to the right. Hit it perfect. It felt good off leaving the club face, and you could tell I'm watching it, so must be going pretty much where I want it, and that one was hit flush. All right, that's one of the best drives I've ever hit on this hole. Second shot, setting up for 100-yard shot in to the green, and then up for birdie. All right, so our second shot, 244 yards out. We're just trying to hit a 150-yard shot here. Got a hybrid, don't want to swing it left because out of bounds to the left, out of bounds to the right. So just want to get it to a nice distance, 100 yards or less, so we can just get a chip up and then maybe get something close for a birdie. All right, that was a pretty good shot. It was about 170 yards, so we got a little more than 70 yards left. And this green slopes from front to back, so I don't want to hit it too far. I want it to hit to the front of the green and bounce and roll by the hole. So I hit it. It's a little wet today, so didn't hit it as flush as I like, and it skied it a little bit, and it just ended up short and to the left of the hole. At this point, I said it was a terrible shot because I didn't think that it was close enough to the green to give me a putt. I would have to chip it. But this isn't bad. This is a putt. Now this putt, again, these greens are all pretty challenging. This one's going to slope from left to right pretty severely, so I need to take that into account as I hit this. But again, I don't want to hit it too far or too hard because it could scream past the hole, then I'll have a tough putt for par. So look at that. Look at all that break there. But just missed the birdie. So we got a par putt. But again, it's a par putt up the hill, so it should be pretty straight. There'll be a little bit of break in this, but let's see if we can get this right. So have to have a routine. Look at the putt, get down at the ground level. This is what I do, and I'm looking for the break, and I'm looking for a blade of grass that I'm going to aim at. Now I've picked out that blade of grass, I line up to the blade of grass, I try to get everything parallel, and I hit the ball at the right speed over that spot. There we go. Got the par. All right, we've played 7, which was 312-yard par 4, bogeyed that. Played 8, which was a 500-yard par 5, we parred that. So got to go to the 9th, got to get a birdie. All right, the 9th hole. Looks like there's a lot of room, but just off the screen to the left, there are houses. And you see where the sand is? Just to the right of the sand, there are more houses. So this tee shot, I like to hit a fade aiming at that bush that's just in the middle of the screen there and have it fade just past the sand. So it'll be a little more than 100 out if I can do this the right way. Let's see what we got here. Another one that felt good. So all three of my drives, I know the first one ended up in the sand on 7, but they all felt pretty good and went kind of the way I wanted them to go. All right, so that tee shot was perfect, just the way I wanted it. Nice 220-yard draw or fade. Second shot, a little more than 100 yards, should be on the green, should have a shot at birdie. Nope. Caught it a little bit fat, but ended up on the left side, which is not terrible. The right side is terrible because if you could see, there's a bunker that runs the length of the right side of the green. So if I missed, I wanted to miss on this side. So I missed on the right place. Now, as you can see there's some severe slope on this green. This green runs from front to back and from right to left. So this putt is going to hook severely to the right. So I'm trying to take that into account. But again, I don't want to hit it too hard because I don't want it to run off the green. It can get into a channel where it'll turn and it won't stop turning. It'll just keep running because these greens are very fast and very slick. Let's see if I've got it figured out. So I hit it pretty solidly, but there's a lot, that hill is just a lot there. So I ended up short. And that's going to be a pretty tricky putt, it looks like. All right, so that's 8 or 9 feet. And that's uphill, so that's a good thing, but it's still going to break. And if I don't get the break right, exactly right, I have no chance of getting a par here. And I'm already 1 over for the 3-hole Blitz. So I have to make this a par. Gotta make it. So we line it up. We've picked out our blade of grass. We've got our speed. Oh yeah. All right, that was a great blitz. 3 holes, 7, 8, 9, hardest holes for me on the course. Shot 1 over, not even par like we wanted, but still had a good shot at it. All right, make sure you click the subscribe button if you like these kinds of videos. Click the like button, and we'll have more videos coming up soon. All right, later.